Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. And we're doing something a little bit different here today from our usual NHL commentary. We got the World Junior semifinals here put on a grand telescope. And we got a good one here to start off today with. It is Team Sweden versus Team Finland. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a way different one than what we usually do. We've been doing a lot of NHL commentary. We haven't done any World Junior commentary streams before this one, so this should be very exciting. No, I cannot show the match due to the copyright. I will be commentating the match, though, myself. What's up, Plot Gag? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And let's get ready here for the start of the first period. In just a moment, we are in the pregame. And, of course, a storied rivalry here between two nations who definitely do not like each other. Taking a look at how they got here. Finland defeated the United States in the quarterfinals after finishing third in Group B. Sweden won Group A and defeated Latvia in their 6-3 win against them. And now we get ready here for the start of game time in just a moment. Projected starting goaltenders. Love Herenstam is in net for Team Sweden. Petteri Rimpinen is in net for Team Finland. Now, I do want to preface this, and I am going to actually make a pinned comment here where I'm going to apologize in advance that I may not be great with pronouncing some of these players' names. I'm going to make a comment here in the chat and pin it. All right, gonna post that. I'm watching on NHL Network. RIP USA. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little annoyed about that, but it is what it is. So I do apologize if I mispronounce some players' names. Of course, we're going to have some new people in the chat here, I imagine, as we get ready for puck drop here in just a moment, probably right after this commercial break. It's an exciting matchup here between Team Sweden and Team Finland in the World Junior semifinals. The winner will play tomorrow. Regardless of whether you win or lose, you're playing tomorrow, whether it's in the bronze medal game or the gold medal game. But both these teams want to play in the heavily anticipated gold medal game, of course. As we get ready to get started here, just in a commercial break, and then we'll get started with puck drop in just a moment. Again, I cannot show the game due to copyright issues. I am just here to commentate it myself. I'm sure there's other ways you can watch the game. There's definitely other ways you can watch the game. There's other illegal sites that are up here on the on YouTube and things like that. So, but I'm here to commentate. All right, just setting things up. So again, Love Härenstam is the projected starting goaltender for Team Sweden. And Petteri Rinponen is the projected starting goaltender for Team Finland. All right. We are here in Grand Casino Arena. We have left 3M Arena, and now all of the games, the semifinal games, the bronze medal games, and the gold medal games will take place in Minnesota. Starting goaltender preview here. Petteri Rinponen in net for Finland. 3-2 record in these World Junior Championships. On the other side, Love Härenstam undefeated this year in the World Junior Championships. So it's going to take a lot here for any team to get a win here past him as we get ready for puck drop in just a moment. It is the World Junior semifinal matchup. The winner will play for gold. The loser will play for bronze. And here we go. Sweden versus the United States in the World Junior semifinals matchup. And we are still waiting. Still waiting. And we are still not underway. They're waiting for something here. All right. Sweden versus Finland. Officially, we are underway. Face-off won by the Swedes. It's backhanded down low into the zone then by Felix Carroll. Down low now battling forward is Nieneman. Down low behind the net. On the right side, Frondell picks it up, trying to backhand that one down low. Eriksson trying to take that one back. Now Kivi Haru will throw that one around behind the net. Finland will break it out to center. Finns moving through the zone now, trying to bring that one in quickly with speed is Vahanen. And stolen back then by the Swedes. Victor Eklund through to Eriksson. Eriksson shoots it. He scores! Linus Eriksson. That did not take long. And the Swedes have a 1-0 lead. On the first shot of the game and less than a minute in, Linus Eriksson gets the Swedes on the board. And that is a Anaheim prospect, I believe. What's up, Jim Shit? Welcome to the stream. And that is not the start that Finland was looking for. Linus Eriksson just takes a shot from the outside, and Rinponen tried to make the save with his glove. It went and deflected off the top of his glove and into the back of the net. So there you go. Linus Eriksson from Anton Frondell and Victor Eklund makes it a 1-0 lead here for Sweden. And that did not take long for the Swedes to get on the board. It's not ideal for the Finns, but there's still plenty of time for them to fight their way back here into this one. Saralainen now throws that one down low in the corner. Finns will keep that one in. Off the boards, Jokinen trying to break that one off. Stolen back then by the Swedes, trying to clear that one out to center. And play is blown dead there for a offsides in front. And now we have a penalty. And it's against the Finns here. Sweden will head to the power play. It looks like it's going to be Ruhonen who is heading to the box. Philadelphia Flyers prospect for a tripping call on Viggo Bjork. And we will see the Swedes head to the power play. So a huge opportunity here for Team Sweden. Face off in the Finnish zone. They already scored in their first shot. And we'll see if they can get one here on their first power play. Face off won by the Finns. They will try and clear out the center. Finns will do so successfully, trying to dump that one out as Saralainen, who will clear it back into the Sweden zone. Moving that one now the other way is Friese, who is a Winnipeg Jets prospect. Through center now, trying to bring that one in is Ivar Stenberg, the top prospect in 2026. All right, see you, Plot Gag. Thank you for joining us. And the Swedes go offsides. And that's a shot there from Petteri Rimponen that you got to have. You look at, again, it's a shot from the outside. It wasn't in front. It's a very unlucky play, but that's a shot that Rimponen's got to have, and he was not there to have it. Sweden has the puck in their own zone. Friese will drop it back into the zone now. Bjork past the center, and Eklund nearly had a open breakaway there. Finns will take it back, throws it up to the point. Friese fires it, and it goes wide of the Finnish net. On the right side, Victor Eklund. Down low for Frondell. Up to the point. Friese. To the right side, Frondell. Down low. Back to Frondell. He'll move into the zone. Shoots it. Block. Rebound. And Eklund shoots it high and wide. Sweden keeps it in the zone. Stenberg throws it out to center. Finns get it back. Rimponen tried to cover in front. He missed the cover. And now trying to clear that one there out of the zone. Sweden keeps it in. Stenberg trying to move the puck around the Finnish defenseman over the Friese. Frondella's shot blocked. He gets it right back. Pass to Stenberg, a shot. And it's a save by Rimponen and cleared the other way by the Finns. Sweden holds it here in their own zone. Moving it down the right side. Into the zone now. Bjork trying to move that one around. Celine Wallenius will send a pass over then for Genborg. It's stolen back by the Finns and cleared back out to center. Lucas Pettersson dumps it into the zone on the right side. It's cleared down the other way by Vahanen. Again, let me know if I pronounce any names wrong. I do apologize. I can't show the game due to copyright issues. Sweden looking for options here in their own zone. Trying to move it through center. Power play is over. And we are back to even strength. Linus Eriksson with the only goal so far. Here's a chance for Pettersson in front. He shoots that one up in the air and out of play. Vamos, Sweden. We'll have to see, man. But a hell of a start here for the Swedes. Good defensive play by Finland on that Sweden power play. And Petteri Rimponen. Face off on the right side. Swedes keep it in. A shot is blocked in front. Now down low in the corner. Berglund battling for it. Delayed penalty here against the Swedes. And Finland picks up the puck, and Sweden will be going to the penalty kill, and Finland will get a huge opportunity here on the power play to possibly tie the game. This looks like it's going to be, and again, excuse me because I don't know everybody's players by number. Genborg, who will head to the box. And the Finns will get a power play. It was Justo Vara who obviously took the offensive zone penalty, so it'll be a slashing call, and we'll see the Finns get a chance here to score on the power play. Late the chat, no problem. No problem, Rex. I'm just glad you're here. Face off here in the Sweden zone. Finland's power play ranks 5th amongst all teams in this tournament. At the point. Finns trying to move the puck now on the right side. Up to the point, a shot. Deflected down low in the corner now. Finns trying to move it back the other way. Maintenon, intercepted. Here come the Swedes the other way. Down the right side, past the center. And Eklund cannot get that puck in time. Down low now in the corner. Miettinen will drop it back for his teammate and Lasse Bulilis, who was a second-round pick by the Anaheim Ducks. Drop back to Miettinen. Miettinen moves it through the zone. Cleared down low now into the corner. Behind the net, Montreal. It's because you said Montreal in the chat. Down low, Finland battling for the puck. Drop back into the zone then. And Bulilis will come back in his own end and regroup. Only one shot so far through 5 minutes of play in this opening period. And Sweden has the 1-0 lead. Here come the Finns now through the zone. Emil Hemming, Dallas Stars prospect, will clear that one around the right side, kept in by the Finns. Hemming, down low in the corner. Up to the point. Kiviharu holds the puck now, 30 seconds to go, time winding down. Hemming moves in, pass in front, puck's in the crease, and nobody can get there in time. Sweden tries to clear, stolen back then by the Finns down low. Fed back up to the point. Kiviharu for Hemming. Emil Hemming. Down low at the goal line. Behind the net now. Finland moving the puck. Pass in front. And they shoot it wide. Hemming. To the right side into the zone. Ruhonen back over to Hemming. Pass is intercepted. And that will do it for the Finnish power play. Finns keep the puck. No shots on that power play again. And it stays a 1-0 lead for Sweden. Kiviharu a shot. And it's blocked through traffic. Now Stenberg will bank that one out to center. And Sweden comes back to regroup here in their own end. 14 minutes of play to go here in this first period. Sweden with the early goal, less than a minute in, it's 1-0. Into the zone, Eklund. Intercepted then down low in the corner, trying to battle for that puck with speed is Pikkarainen. Now over them for Westergaard, who will handle the puck. Nieminen will dump that one down low into the zone. Sweden trying to play it around. Frondell gets tied up there by multiple Finns with the puck. They'll jab at it and get some pushing and shoving there with each other. Now Nieminen will take it behind the Finnish net and wait for his team to get a line change. We'll be live later tonight for Canada and Czechia. We will also be live for the bronze and gold medal games later today. Finns dump it into the Sweden zone. Celine Wallenius battling forward here in the corner. Finns trying to play it around. Picked up down low. Genborg looking to move that one to center. Here comes Stenberg. The highly anticipated 2026 prospect moves it here into the corner, battling for it down low now. Visarainen moves it to the front, a backhand saved by Rimpinen. And a huge chance there for Ivar Stenberg, and now we get some pushing and shoving. Yeah, man, we'll see if Canada can get the win. I hope they do, too, for the sake that I get to commentate them in the gold medal game. Linus Eriksson with the only goal in that first period. It's a 1-0 lead for Sweden. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please like the stream down below and always subscribe if you're new. We have been making some content recently for Finland and Sweden, reacting to their Olympic rosters. And we'll be doing plenty of those live commentary streams in Milan. Sweden is the favorite against Canada. Yeah, for sure. The only thing is, though, is what's very interesting with Sweden. is that Canada always struggles against Czechia. All their games have looked like a breeze. It has. Yeah, definitely. That's a definite. Yeah, all their games have looked easy. Going to be 5-1 Sweden. We'll see, man. Looking at the all-time series, Sweden leads at 21-20-2. In the semifinals, Finland has won 3 straight games. You look at the gold medals, Sweden with 2, Finland with 5. That's only because Sweden has struggled with winning medals and getting to the medal games here in the last couple of years. A lot of optimism here, though, regardless. I could see the Czechs taking it. Against Canada, I could. The Czechs are always so very sneaky. It's fun to watch. Finns have the puck here now, moving it through center. Into the zone over to Saralainen, who cannot catch that one in time. Now cleared around down low. Puck will slide all the way back into the Finnish zone. Now handling that puck is Jokinen. Shots are 2-0 here in favor of Sweden. Finland looking for their first shot. They had a power play earlier in the game, but it did not go the way they thought it would. Härenstam come out of his net to play the puck. Banked out to center. I can't see any universe where Finland even manages to get 1-point lead over Sweden. Yeah. We'll see, though. I mean, the World Juniors can be pretty unpredictable. What I always like to say is that it always only takes one shot. That's all it takes. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone. Bjork now versus Paternin, and now stolen back then by the Swedes. Eklund through center. Deeks into the zone, trying to get a shot on. He was tied up there by Meetinen down low. Picked back up then by the Finns, who will break it out to center. Through the zone. Big hit there. Meetinen into the zone. Hemmings to center. And he's saved by Härenstam. What a shot. And what a save by Love Härenstam, who has been phenomenal in this tournament. Here's another chance. And that one shoots wide. Down low now in the corner. Sweden takes it right back. Bjork through the zone. Eklund trying to bank that one off the boards. Puck will slide back into the Finland zone. Emil Hemming here now at center. Bullius now will hold the puck. Finland moves it through the zone. Dumped into the Sweden end. Puck will slide in on Härenstam, who will make the save. What's up, Bond? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, bro. Welcome. And a good little pass in front, but a huge save there by Härenstam on Emil Hemming. And that play could have been pretty bad because it was a shot from the goal line. Härenstam made the save, but he kicked it with his pads to Hemming, and it nearly gave him a wide open opportunity. Thank you for doing this. Don't look at the stream, unfortunately. Who do you think will win? I think Sweden will win. I got Sweden winning this one. Finland takes the puck now on the right side. A shot. Denied there by Härenstam as it slides through traffic. Jokinen battling for it down low in the corner. Westergaard trying to break out that puck. Pass up to the point. Pikkarainen. Back into Bullius. Jokinen. Pikkarainen shoots it. Blocked in front. Sweden trying to get that one and kick it away. And they will get it out to center. Sweden throws it ahead into the zone. Trying to deke around there is Jack Berglund, the captain of this team, Philadelphia Flyers prospect. At the point now, Friedge fires it, deflected. Back around now behind the net. Approaching the halfway mark of this first period. Sweden with the 1-0 lead. Only 2 shots apiece here so far. Down low in the corner, trying to poke check that one ahead. Up to the point, Friedge, a shot into the chest of Rippinen. And now we get some pushing and shoving here as per usual. And we know these players, they love to play on that edge, especially these Swedes. Thank you all so much for tuning in, for choosing my stream. I know there's plenty of other streams that are on the air tonight, but I appreciate you guys for tuning into mine. Favorite NHL team? I'm a Philadelphia. Sorry. I'm a Philadelphia Flyers fan, but I commentate all 32 teams, everything hockey here on this channel. Sweden has the puck now at the point. Free just shot. That one's blocked in front. Down low in the corner. Finns will take it right back and try and clear out the center. They'll get it there successfully. Backhanded down low. Vestorina now at the corner. Fed back up to the point. Suvanto. Over then to Kiviharu. Pass to center. Deflected in the air. And stolen back by the Finns. Gloved by Herenstam. I can't show the game. It's copyright, Joel. .9:34 left to go in this first period. Sweden with the 1-0 lead. All right, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry about maybe mispronouncing the names or not getting the numbers that fast. I haven't pulled up here next to me. It's difficult. I try and commentate as many games as I can, watch as much as I can, but can't always memorize the numbers for a lot of these players. But the only goal so far, Linus Eriksson, 36 seconds in from Anton Frondell and Victor Eklund, makes it a 1-0 lead here for Sweden. In this first period. Sweden will win. Yeah, probably. I think Sweden gets the win, but we'll see if Finland can pull off an upset. Am I Canadian or American? I am American. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone. Shots are 4-4 apiece here in this first period. We'll be live later for Canada and Czechia. Face-off in the Finland zone. Eriksson takes the draw now against Ruhonen, and it's won by the Swedes. Finns try and get it back. Kiviharu down low in the corner. Down low, Finns trying to move the puck around. Tuva intercepted there by the Swedes. Eklund, cross-ice pass to Frondell. Frondell moves into the zone, gets knocked off the puck, and now battling for it down low here in the corner. Cleared back around now behind the net. Finland. Paparna now behind the net. We'll give that one up then for Yoki. Through center. Saralainen. Herenstam will come out of his net to play the loose puck. Saralainen steals it right back, and Sweden will pick that one up down low in their own end. Friese to the right side, cleared out to center, slides all the way back into the Finland zone. Now Rippinen. Down low. Sweden trying to get it back here on the right side. They'll try and clear it down low into the corner, but the Finns steal it back and get it out to center. Pettersson to Friese. Pass goes into the Sweden zone. Battling forward in the corner now. Finns will get it back. Here they come the other way. 2-on-2 through the zone. Hemming looks for options. Pass to Valilo now, who scored the overtime winner against the United States in the quarterfinals just a couple days back. And that is how Finland got to this semifinal game here today, and they are looking to play again tomorrow, but in the gold medal game. Falila now holds it in the Finland zone. 7:40 remaining here in this first period. Down low in the corner, Milton Gastrin will battle for that puck on the right side. Meenan now will try and get it as well. It's clear back into the corner. Now Carroll battling forward with Celine Wallenius. Stolen back then by the Finns down low. Fed up to the point. Valila, a shot, save, rebound in front. Denied by Herenstam. And Carroll will get it back and clear. Out of play. And I think the Finns might want a penalty here as he backhanded that one directly out. And I think this might be a penalty here against Sweden. Yes, it will. Huge power play coming up here for the Finns. Massive opportunity here for Team Finland. Good chances in front. Herenstam has played great here so far. And now Finland will get their second power play off the game. As Felix Carroll backhanded a puck directly out of play. And that is a delay of game call for those who may not know. Power play coming up here now for Finland. They are 0 for 1 with one shot in their previous one. Face-off one here by the Finns. Kiviharu. Back to Ruhonen. Finns holding it here at the point. Kiviharu now on the right side. Will clear that one down low. Back at the point. Hemming. Will survey the area. Shots are now 7-4 in favor of the Finns. Hemming to Ruhonen, a shot, saved by Herenstam. Rebound is in front, taken back then by Finland. Fed up to the point, Kiviharu backhands it down low. Finns get it back, pass in front, and the Swedes steal it back and clear it all the way down the other way. 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. Finland moves the puck through the zone. It's Belilis. Drops it back. Moving that one through the zone now is Vahanen. A pass in front. And they shoot it wide. Sweden trying to get it back. Eriksson banks out to center. Halfway through the Finnish power play now. Moving it into the zone with speed is Saralainen. Drops it back. Miettinen. Pass up to the point. Belilius into the zone. A shot. And a chance there for Ruhonen is blocked. 30 seconds to go on the Finland power play. Saralainen. Up to the point, Belilius over to Ruhonen, a shot. And it's blocked. And cleared the other way by Sweden, or at least they tried to. Kept in by the Finns. Into the zone, Saralainen. Pass to center, another chance. Denied by Herenstam. What a stop. And Love Herenstam has been absolutely incredible here in this game so far. Has stopped every single shot that's gone his way. Good movement by the Finns with the puck. And Kurto with a huge chance there. He shot it high and wide. Got to get those shots on net for sure. But the Finns are getting the puck moving. And that's exactly what you want. .5:26 left to go in the first period. 13 seconds on the Finland power play. Face-off won by the Finns. At the point, Finns will cycle the puck. Pass in front, shot in the air, goes up and out of play. 1 second to go on the Finland power play. So that will pretty much do it for Finland's power play here. They're getting chances on Herenstam. Don't let that get past you here. They're getting opportunities. They just, a lot of their chances, they're either missing just barely wide, they're shooting it just above the net. Got to get those shots on Herenstam. Otherwise, there's no point. Power play is over. Finland takes the puck. A shot! And a huge chance there by Nieneman. Goes back over down low into the corner. Sweden trying to play it back. Bjork steals it back, and the Swedes will take it back the other way. Bjork clears it into the zone. Battling forward in the corner now. It's the likes of Pikkarainen now trying to move the puck. Finland has it here in their own zone. Here in the corner. Vasainen trying to move that one around. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Taking that one quickly here into the zone. And knocked down to the ground is Pikkarainen. Hopefully he's okay, and the Finns will come back and regroup in their own zone. 4:18 left to go here in the first period. Not a lot of whistles here to open up this semifinal matchup. Down low into the corner, Vestarainen, who is on this fourth line for Finland. Down low, wraparound chance there. And Härenstam did not get a piece of that one. Alfons Fries will clear that one out to center. Stolen back then by the Finns. It's Pipparainen trying to move that one into the zone. Fries back then behind the net. Sweden battling for the puck. Looping that one around here now down low. Ate shoots it. He scores! Yoki Ate! And the Finns have tied the game. Yoki Ate on the finish. His ninth shot from Aaron Kiviharu on that opportunity. And Finland has tied the game here in the World Junior semifinals. And a massive goal there for the Finns. Again, they've been doing a good job at pressuring the Swedes here these last couple minutes. And again, it's another instance of just one of those shots from the outside. It just slips through Pettersson's legs and goes directly around Härenstam and into the net. And Finland has tied the game with 3:34 left to go in the first period. Finland has really taken over this opening frame here as they'll hold it in their own zone. Sweden trying to take it back. Eriksson, a shot is blocked. Now down low in the corner. Eklund nearly got a chance in front. Stolen back then by the Finns. Nieminen will bank that one into the zone. The Vahanen and play is blown dead for a offsides at the Swedish line. Well, Atejoki gets the goal in this first period, and the Finns have tied the game. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We do these live commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. So be sure to subscribe down below if you're new, of course. It's the semifinal matchup here between Sweden and Finland. Again, I apologize if my commentary maybe isn't the best. I'm trying my hardest here to do the best I can with what I have. Yeah, we definitely got a game now, Rex. A couple NHL games on here tonight as well. So we will be live for Canada and Czechia later on tonight. That will be the 8:30 matchup here. And we'll also be live tomorrow for the bronze medal game and the gold medal game as well. The moment Sweden can get some momentum is over. Yeah. I mean, Finland did have a power play. I mean, like, it's only a 1-1 game. It's not that big of a deal. You can still come back from a tie deficit. It is what it is. .3:11 left to go here in the first period. Shots are 11-4 in favor of the Finns, who have taken things over here in this first period. Sweden with the puck. Carroll gives it up to Wallenius. Swedes will dump it here into the Finland zone. In the corner now is Kiviharu trying to move that puck, stolen back then by the Swedes in the corner. Finland's get it right back. They'll regroup here in their own zone. It's Lasse Bulilis who will bank that one off the boards then versus Saralainen. Racing forward now the other way, Ruhonen fires it. And it goes above Herenstam and back out to center. Finland gets it right back. Sweden picks it up here at center. 2-on-2 now the other way. Taking it into the zone there then with speed as Jack Berglund. Down low behind the net. Finns battling for the puck. Stolen back then down low and trying to regroup with that puck is the likes of Belias. Belias will now move it through center. Intercepted there by Stenberg. Stenberg with some room. Pass to center. In front. Saved by Rimpinen. Huge chance there. Denied. And cleared the other way. Down to the final 2 minutes of play here in the first period. Boumediene now will throw it back out to center. Battling for that puck is Genborg. Sweden will clear it back here into their own end. Down low, Stenberg, huge hit there on Jokinen. They'll battle for it here in the corner. Picked up again then by the Swedes. Viggo Bjork brings it into the zone. Gets broken up there quickly. Now Jokinen will battle for it here in the corner. Stolen back then by the Finns. Valila will clear out to center. Sweden moves the puck. Off the boards, Genborg tried handling that puck. It slides back into the Sweden zone. 1:14 left to go here in the first period. We are tied at 1 in this semifinal matchup. Hackinson moves the puck around. Pass out to center now. Here come the Swedes, moving the puck now the other way. It's first liner Victor Eklund. Here in the corner, pass up to the point. A shot! Save there by Rimpinen on a huge chance for Wallenius. Carroll a shot. And that one goes wide as well. Eklund up to the point. Carroll to Wallenius. Fires it. And it's deflected back up in the air. Finland gets it back. They will try and clear out the center. Now they'll come back and regroup in their own zone. It's Kiviharu. 30 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Shots are 11-4 in favor of Finland. And we have a tie game. Finns with the puck. Through the zone now, Vesinen will dump that one down low, and puck goes up in the air, actually, and out of play. As they tried to move that one in there and play a dump and chase. And you see the creative talent here from Ivar Stenberg. They're showing off some of the plays. Again, this guy's got great IQ, great offensive skill, and has had a wicked shot, and does have some of that physicality here that you've seen throughout this tournament. Puck slides into the Sweden zone. 10 seconds to go as the clock ticks down. Sweden here looks for options. Out to center now. Backhanded into the zone. 3 seconds left. Finland steals it back. And that will do it for the opening period for the World Junior semifinal. 20 minutes of play in the books here. It is a 1-1 game. Ate Yoki and Elinas Eriksson get the goals, and we are tied through the first period of play in the World Junior semifinals. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do, and we will be back for the start of the second period momentarily. And thank you all very much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I apologize if my commentary is a little bit poor. I'm trying to get better at this as this goes along, so please bear with me. All right. So we'll take some time here to chillax. I'm going to take this off really quick. It's a little hot in here. came from work before this, so take this off here, put this on there. I was going to shower between this game and the Canada game if I had time. All right. All right, now I got to go find the Eriksson call. All right, just trying to find the Sweden goal here that gave them the 1-0 lead. All right, this is the only one that I'm going to find, it looks like. All right. Pretty much what I expected there out of that first period. It's close, it's entertaining, and that's typically how these World Junior games are, to be honest with you. So it should not really come as much of a surprise for anybody here that this one is close. Thank you all so much. We have crossed over 2,500 views. Only 2 other Watch with Nordic streams have ever done that here all time in live commentary streams. So thank you all so much for your support. This is absolutely unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever had a stream that has performed this good before. All right, got to get the Nilsson goal here clipped and uploaded for a short. All right. Do that, then update the all-time Watch with Nordic score sheet. Thank you all so much. We have crossed. Eriksson shoots it. He scores! Sweden Eriksson. That did not take long. And the Swedes have a 1-0 lead. Through to Eriksson. Eriksson shoots it. He scores! Sweden Eriksson. All right. That building's about to fucking collapse. Anyways, we're gonna brand new hockey sticks. So Eriksson from Anton Frondell and Victor Eklund, and then Ante Yoki from Aaron Kiviharu. Makes it a 1-1 hockey game here through 20 minutes of play, and we'll be back for the start of the second period in just a moment. So I just got an update here. Jack Ivankovic will start for Team Canada here tonight. So there you go. All right, just updating this stuff here. Okay. Logan Stanley and Johnny Beecher suspended for 1 game. Yeah, shave, jeez. Wearing my Lehigh Valley Phantoms hat tonight. That is not supported. Great. All right, there we go. Okay, now I got to update the all-time score sheet. So Linus Eriksson picks up his first goal in a commentary stream. Anton Frondell gets his first of many points, too, in a commentary stream once he makes it to the NHL. All right. So, still in the first intermission here of Sweden and Finland. I'd like to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it here, tuning into my stream instead of all the other ones that are currently going on. Thank you guys so much. As we're getting ready here for the start of the second period in just a moment. We'll be live for Canada and Czechia later tonight here as well. Dale Hunter's the head coach of Canada? I did not know that. All right. Still here in the second period, or getting ready for the second period. About 3.5 hours till the start a puck drop for Canada and Czechia. We'll be live for that tonight, as well as the bronze and gold medal games tomorrow as well for this tournament. And we'll also be live on Wednesday as well, and Thursday. And those will be back to our regularly scheduled NHL commentary games. Trying to find something here. Okay, yeah, I'm just blind. All right. All right, almost ready here for the start of the second period. In just a moment, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you know we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by June of 2026. And we are about 870 away. We are at 4,130 right now as I am recording this. And hopefully with the streams over the next couple of days, we could get to 4,200 here soon. Did I get paid from YouTube yesterday? Let's see. I did. $6. Oh, no, it hasn't processed yet. All right. All right. Still in commercial break. Waiting for the start of the second to get itself underway. Thank you all for waiting here while we get ready for the start of the second period. In just a moment. Going through the NHL Network commercials here. super quickly. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of the second period here from Grand Casino Arena. First period recap, goals were scored by Elias Eriksson and Ate Yoki. And it is a 1-1 hockey game here through 40 minutes of play in Minnesota. As we get ready for another period of one of the most storied rivalries in World Junior history, looking at Team Finland here, who has done a phenomenal job at giving the pressure to Sweden. And again, shots are 11-4 at the end of 20 minutes of play. Both teams have played phenomenal here tonight. And Finland has been by far the better team. They've gotten more shots on Härenstam. They've gotten more offensive zone pressure. Obviously, power plays do help with that, of course. I'm not going to deny that. But Finland should be very happy with themselves for what they've been able to put together here in that first period. Let's get ready here for the start of the second period coming up in just a moment as all the players are out there on the ice. And here we go. Period number 2 between Team Finland and Team Sweden. And we are underway. Face-off one here by the Swedes. Carroll will try and clear out the center. Puck goes all the way back into the Sweden zone. Celine Wallenius then back to Carroll now on the right side. Sweden takes it back for Ondell. Over then for Eriksson, who scored in the first minute of the first period. At the point, Celine Wallenius now down low. A shot! And a chance there by Eklund is denied by Rimpinen. Finland gets it back, battling for it down low in the corner now. Stenberg, intercepted then by Kiviharu, who is the captain of this team, gives it up then for Hemming. Emil Hemming through the zone. Pass down low then for Mietinen, and puck will come right back out as Sweden will clear. Bolias now will dump it here into the Sweden zone. Cleared back around now behind the net. Battling for that puck, here's Ivar Stenberg. Stenberg moves through center. Pass back into the zone. And tripped behind the net then is Orquist. And puck will slide all the way back into the Sweden zone. Delayed penalty here for Finland. Empty net for Sweden. Through the zone, Orquist. Back over then, Stenberg to center. Shoots it. He scores! Ivar Stenberg, the future of Sweden, and the Swedes regain the lead. On the delayed penalty call, Ivar Stenberg, one of the top prospects for 2026, makes it a 2-1 lead for Sweden here in the second period, assisted by Genborg and Berglund, and it's 2-1. And what a goal by Ivar Stenberg, who again is one of the top prospects in this upcoming draft. I am a massive fan of Stenberg. Those who have been following the channel here, following the World Junior recaps and a lot of my draft videos that I've been making here over the last couple of months, you will know that I am a massive Ivar Stenberg fan. All right. 18:33 left to go in this second period, showing off Stenberg, 18 years old, playing for Frölunda in the SHL. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone. It's won by the Finns. Shot on net there goes off of Härenstam, and it was Westgard who had the chance there. Battling for it down low in the corner. Finland trying to break it away. Puck will come all the way back up into the Finland zone. Now trying to regroup with that puck is Pikkarainen. Puck is cleared all the way back to center. Pikkarainen down the right side, drops it back. Kuta shot denied there by Härenstam. Behind the net now, Pikkarainen gets it right back. Looks for options now, trying to move it to center. Shoots it. Blocked Rebounds there, and it goes up in the air. And back in front, it goes in! How on earth did that happen? Jesper Kuta and the Finns have tied the game. How did that happen? What the heck just happened? So we'll see the replay here. Finland was moving into the zone. First shot was blocked. Rebound went off the back of the net, off of Frige's stick, and into the net. It went off the back of the boards and off of Frige's stick and into the net. That is one of the flukiest goals I have ever seen. But I guess that's the World Juniors. Holy crap. What on... I am appalled right now. What just happened? That was one hell of a goal by the Finns. They have tied the game. Okay, then. Finns here trying to move it through center. Frondell steals it back. Dropped into the zone now. Celine Wallenius gives it back for Carroll, and Sweden will clear out to center. Finland gets it back. Kivi Haru trying to bring that one into the zone. Celine Wallenius will steal it back and cleared out to center. Finland with the puck. Kiviharu knocks down Eklund. Now Sarainen now steals the puck back. Sweden gets it here in their own zone. Celine Wallenius. Back over them for Stenberg. Stenberg takes it behind the Sweden net. Shots are 15-9 here in favor of Finland. And we have a tie game. Finland holds it here in their own zone. Mietinen drops it back. Finns trying to move it here through their own zone. Banked off the boards and backhanded in by Hemming. Puck slides in on Herenstam. He's not taking any chances. And he'll cover that puck. But we get some pushing and shoving in front. Probably some friendly Happy New Year conversations. And we will get a face-off here in the Sweden zone. So Ivar Stenberg and Jasper Kuta make it a tie hockey game here, 2-2 in the second period. And again, that Stenberg girl was was very nasty, and then it ends up being a fluky goal there. And sometimes those plays happen again. They go your way sometimes, they go against you. They happen in hockey, and they can even happen here in the finals. At the point, Finns move the puck. Shot there from Saralainen goes way wide. Down low in the corner. Pass to center, and the Finns could not handle that puck properly. At the point now, handling that puck is Vasainen. Shoots it wide there on the right side. Cleared out now by Boumediene, and back into the Finland zone for an icing. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Not a lot of commercial breaks here for either side. Face off here in the Sweden zone, won by the Finns. Shot there by Jokinen is blocked in the corner. Finland will battle forward here now down low. Picked up behind the net by Pikkanen. Finns trying to move the puck. Pikkarainen behind the net, being tied up there by Orquist. Pikkarainen up to the point. Jokinen cannot keep it in. Puck will slide all the way back out to center. And here come the Finns back into the zone. Velila shoots it, and it goes up and into the corner. Swedes trying to get it right back. Pettersson up then for Berglund, who will get it out to center. Berglund just tries to dump it into the zone. Not sure what happened there. And puck will come back out to center. It's blown dead for a high stick. Showing the throwback here to the quarterfinal and the overtime winner by Velila, which sent Finland to the quarterfinals. Assist on that Kuta goal is from Kasper Pikkarainen. Face-off coming here now in the, or just outside of the Finland zone. Taking the draw is Bjork. Again, both the Bjork brothers are on this Sweden team. What cadence? Face-off here won by Finland. Regrouping now in their own zone. Cleared into the Finland end. Now dumped down low at the point. Pikkarainen will fire that one wide. Finland running with 7 defensemen here. Off the board, Stenberg. Through to center. Genborg trying to bring that one down low into the zone. Finland gets it back. Kiviharu now in the corner. Aaron Kiviharu back over them for Pikkarainen. Through center. Finns trying to bring it ahead. Yoki battle for it here in the corner, battling with Carroll. They both fall down on the ground, still trying to jab at that puck. As time winds down here in this second period, Celine Wallenius will move it through center. Over then for Bjork, who tries to battle for that puck. It's intercepted there, and now here come the Finns the other way. Through the zone with speed, trying to bring that one in was Nieminen, and it's blown dead for a offsides. Thank you all for tuning in. 14:22 left to go in the second period. Shots are 15-9 in favor of Finland, who have been the better team here through a bit of this. Face-off outside of the Sweden zone. It'll be Eriksson taking the draw, as Miettinen and Eriksson take some jabs at each other. And again, we forget some of these players are just young kids, and the discipline is often lacking. Miettinen hits Eriksson right off the draw. I low-key can't show the game. Frondell cleared into the Finland zone, stolen back then by Eklund. Eklund to Wallenius, deeks into the zone, stolen back then by the Finns, who bank it out to center. Miettinen will bring it into the zone, gets hit a couple times, and ends up going offsides. I can't show the game due to copyright. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that wasn't called. It was right there in front of the refs. Jesus. Linus Eriksson, second round pick by the Florida Panthers, had Sweden's opening goal. 14 minutes left to go here in the second period. We have a tie game. Face-off here outside of the Sweden zone. Gastrin here taking the draw against Ruonen. Both teams, 4 lines out here on the ice right now. Face-off now won by the Finns. Ruohonen to the right side. Finland dumps it into the zone. Sweden now regroups. Bjork clears out to center. Finland holds the puck. Väisänen now breaks it through center. Pass over then for Saralainen is fanned on. Now Sweden steals it back. Viggo Bjork into the zone. Sweden's got it. Pass to center. And Gastrin could not get that opportunity in time. Shot from the point goes wide as well. Kept in the zone here by the Swedes. Down low, Gastrin battling forward in the corner. Taken back then by Sweden, who will throw it up to the point. Alfredsson will dump that one down low. Finland trying to steal it back. Velila battling forward here in the corner. Back now behind the net is Paparin. We'll give that one back then as the Finns will regroup in their own zone, looking for the right option. Paparin will shoot that one into the zone. Stolen back then by Sweden. Behind the net now with the puck. Through center, Frisch. Brings it into the zone with speed. Pass to center. Nobody is there. And the Finns will get it back at the point. Sweden keeps it in. Through the zone. Pass in front. And what a save there. If that even got on net, might have went wide. Back up to the point. Sweden's got it. Kantz, a shot. And it goes wide. Down low behind the net now, taken back by Paparin. And backhanded all the way out to center. Salim Wallenius will look for options now. Circles back around and tries to dump that puck down low. It's intercepted there by the Finns, who will dump it into the Sweden end. A lot of back and forth action. Sweden battling forward here behind the net. Up there for Wallenius, who will bring it through center. Pass to the right side now into the zone. Genborg at the point. Wallenius shoots it into Rippinen's chest. And Sweden's 10th shot of the game comes from Salim Wallenius, and we will go to commercial break. Time winding down here in this second period. We are tied at 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Every sub counts. And like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, of course. All right. Shots on goal, 15-10 here in favor of Team Finland, who has been the better team here through most of this game, although Sweden has gotten their fair share of chances, and the game is tied at 2 apiece. And again, both sides are getting opportunities, but just a lot of traffic in net in a lot of these instances, and preventing players from getting shots on. That's why there hasn't been a lot here. And again, a lot of these games are, for the most part, very close and competitive. Subbed and like, thank you for doing this game watch right now. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for your support, man. It means a lot. Face off here in the Finland zone, won by the Swedes. Salim Wallenius down low in the corner. Fed back over then for Stenberg. Stenberg at the goal line. Pass to center in front. They jab at that puck. It's cleared by the Finns, who steal that one right back, and it goes back into the Finland zone. Sandin Pellikka feeds a pass over then to Genborg. Genborg pass over, intercepted by Finland. Now Stenberg trying to clear that one around down low in the corner. Sweden trying to break that puck free. They do so successfully. Genborg at the point, tries throwing it down low. Carroll battling forward now with Kivi Haru. Coming in to steal it is Oliver Savanto, who is on this fourth line for Finland. Bjork to Stenberg. Sweden keeps it in the Finland zone. Stenberg trying to move the center. Bjork back to Stenberg. He fans on the puck. 10:43 left to go in the second period. It's a tie game here at 2 apiece. Finland has the puck here in their own zone. Holding it now is Nieminen. As time winds down, approaching the halfway mark of this game and the period. As we are tied at 2. Here's Emil Hemming down the right side. Shoots it. Save by Herenstam. Picked back up then by the Finns. They can't keep it in the zone. It will slide all the way back into the Sweden zone. Racing for it then with speed down low in the corner Eklund battling forward to Frondell behind the net. Frondell over then for Atkinson, who will go down low. Frondell pass to center. And Eriksson nearly had another chance there to tuck his second of the game. But it was not meant to be. Boumediene out to center, intercepted there by the Finns. Puck will slide in on Härenstam and stolen back then by Sweden. Boumediene dumps it into the Finland zone. Sweden keeps it in down low now, battling for it there in the corner is Kustavara. Stolen back then by the Finns. Here they come the other way. In the zone now, Finland regroups. Pass up to the point then for Jokinen. The right side shot. Blocked by a Swede. Into the zone now, Velila will hold the puck and just have to backhand it out into his own zone due to Sweden pressure. Now here come the Finns the other way. Into the zone to center! Off the post! It's in the crease! And a huge chance there for Saralainen. And it was not meant to be. He nearly beat Härenstam on the backhand, but could not get it through. Atkinson through center now. Sweden brings it into the zone, down low in the corner. Trying to move that puck down low is the likes of Gastrin. Behind the net, Finns have the puck. Down low, Jokinen. Over then for Velila, who will regroup with the puck and wait for his team to get a line change. Now he breaks it out here through center ice. Velila will backhand out to center. Stolen back then by Sweden. Here they come the other way. Genborg gets the puck knocked off of him, and puck goes back down low here into the corner. Finland takes it back. Slimolenius pass in front. Wraparound chance. And a huge opportunity for Bjork. And the puck gets tied up under a Finland player. And now the Finns break it out the other way, or at least they try to. Slimolenius stolen back. Here come the Finns the other way. One-on-one into the zone now, taking it as Westergaard, who's down low in the corner, being tied up there by Carroll. Puck will slide to center. Now Yoki gets it back. On to Yoki, who already has a goal here tonight behind the net. Back to Slimolenius now. Down low. We'll look for options. Shots are 16-10 in favor of the Finns. Slimolenius will dump that one down low. In the corner, Stenberg battling for it. Stolen back then by the Finns. Suvanto moving it with speed. Suvanto over. Pikkarainen, a shot. Save by Härenstam. Huge chance there. Anton Frondell battling for it with Yoki. Played back up then for Eklund. Eklund into the zone. Shoots it on the goal line. Saved by Rimpinen. And he will cover. The Finns have come close. 6:58 left to go in the second period. We are tied at 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we have just broke the record for the most popular stream, the most viewed stream in Watch with Nordic history. Thank you all so much. This is unbelievable. All right, still in commercial break here in Grand Casino Arena as we are tied up at 2 apiece. And we will be live tomorrow for Canada versus Czechia. Or tonight for Canada versus Czechia, followed by the bronze and gold medal games tomorrow. So whoever loses this game, we will be commentating them tomorrow at 4:30. Whoever wins this game will be at 8:30 Eastern Time. By the way, I do have to mention that. Face-off coming here now in the Finland zone. Eriksson taking the draw against Nieminen. Face-off won by the Finns. Behind the net. Cleared out to center. Sweden trying to move the puck. Here they come now the other way. What a move there by Frondell, and it's stolen back by the Finns very quickly, as sometimes those moves don't really work very well. Frondell dekes in, shoots it, and it goes wide. Puck comes out to center. Finns will take it back in their own end now. It's Kiviharu back over on the right side for Nieminen, who will clear that one all the way into the Sweden zone for a icing. Showing off Aaron Kiviharu. 4th round pick by Minnesota back in 2024. He was projected to be a 1st round pick at one point. Dropped all the way down to the 4th round. And somebody who Minnesota is really looking forward to here and could be one of their top players in the future. Sweden wins the draw. Stenberg down low the Sweden Millennials. Pass in front and denied there by Rimpinen. Finland takes it back. Regrouping in their own end now. Backhanded down low in the corner. Sweden trying to throw it to center. Stenberg. Up to the point. Freisch. To Celine Wallenius. Back to Free. Just shot his block there and picked up down low then by Nieminen. Intercepted. Pass in front. And they couldn't get it past Rimpinen. Puck in front. They score! Unbelievable from behind the net. Eddie Genborg. And Sweden regains the lead again. And now we will see if the Finns can come back here once again. Ivar Stenberg gets the assist. It was down low. Genborg banked it off of Rimpinen, and it went into the back of the net. That's the kind of luck you need. Again, you saw the previous goal from Jasper Kuta, and it's kind of similar to that, where it deflected off a goaltender and went back into the net. And the luck goes the other way for Sweden. Detroit prospect Eddie Genborg puts Sweden on the board again. It's 3-2. And that's 3 goals on 12 shots for Rimpinen. Not ideal numbers there at all. Finland with the puck. Vasainen back over then for Tuva. We'll dump that one into the zone. Down low. Saralainen to the point. A shot deflected out of play. And one of the common things that we've seen here in this game so far already is whenever Sweden scores, it does not take Finland long to respond. So we will see if they do. Going back to commercial break. 3-2 Sweden. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Gained a couple subscribers here in this stream. I appreciate it, guys. All right. So, Ivar Stenberg, Jasper Kuta, and Eddie Genborg with the goals tonight in this second period so far. And Sweden with a 1-goal lead. All right, back here from commercial break. Shots are 17-14 officially. One thing I do have to say is the attendance in Minnesota has been very, very poor for this World Junior Championship. And I really don't know what it is. It's been not good whatsoever. And I wonder, they may not go back to America here for a while if these are the results you're going to deal with. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Sweden with a 1-goal lead here in the semifinals. And a massive chance for them to get themselves back to the finals here for the second time in 3 years. Both these teams obviously made it back in 2024 and 2023, or in 2024 and 2025. Both times losing to the United States, but that will not be the case this year as the United States are eliminated. Here come the Finns now through center. Saarolainen taking it down the right side, battling for it here, and picked back up then by the Swedes. Yeah, Stenberg, a goal and an assist. He's phenomenal, man. He's one of my favorite players, not only in this tournament, but overall in this world, in this draft class coming up. Bolius now will feed a pass back down low as Saarolainen will hold the puck. Intercepted then by the Swedes. Genborg pokes it ahead then to Bjork. This lineup, Bjork, Genborg, and Stenberg has been phenomenal, contributing with 2 of the goals here tonight. For Sweden, of course. Best player in the draft, I would argue, yeah. I mean, Gavin McKenna has been phenomenal, of course, too, but obviously we'll see. I think Stenberg might be better. Here in the Finland zone now, trying to hold that puck, is Valila, who will dump that one all the way back into the Sweden zone. And it'll be up to Finland to get that game-tying goal once again. Yoki to Valila. Kept in the zone then by Westergaard off the boards. Jokinen down low. Sweden trying to steal it back in the corner. Stenberg cleared to center. Banked off the boards and back out to center ice. Valala now will wait for it. Stenberg moving into the zone. Down low in the corner. 3.5 minutes to go. Pikkarainen. Behind the net. Cleared around then for Valila. Puck goes up and all the way back to center. Orquist. Back over then down low as Berglund will break it into the zone. Pass back is intercepted. Felix Orquist will break that one into the zone on his own. Orquist moves in, shoots it, save, rebounds in front, and it's denied. Another chance goes wide as Bjork got a huge chance. And cleared down low into the corner. Low Krantz clears it behind the net. Berglund looking to wrap that one around and get a shot on. We'll wait for options. At the point. And Boumediene tips it over then for Wallenius, who tips it into the corner. Now Valila will battle for it down low. Puck is tied up. Now it comes loose. And my screen is committing suicide right now. What is happening? I can't tell what's going on right now. What is happening? What is happening to my screen? Do you guys see that? What is happening? Hang on, I'm going to go out of it and go back in. Holy crap, what the hell? Not sure if I've ever seen anything like that before. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That was very interesting. All right. We're going back in. Sorry about that, everybody. Stream just hit 4,000 views. Thank you guys so much. First stream ever to do so. All right. And it looks like it's back to normal. Thank God. Here in the Sweden zone, 1:20 left to go here in the second period. Battling forward here in the corner. Finland moves it up to the point. A shot! And it goes up and over above the net now into the zone. Mienanen clears it behind the net. Picking up that puck down low. Kuta to the point. Mienanen. Last minute of play in the second period. Off the post for Nieneman. Bullius to Nieminen. Back to Bullius. Shoots it. And that one goes wide. Finland trying to keep it into the zone. Finns have the puck. Hemming will look for options. Pass down low. Miettinen, pass in front. Intercepted. Miettinen now will move to center. Looks. Pass over, a shot blocked. 20 seconds to go. Miettinen to Belias. Shot, save. Rebounds there on Herenstam. They jab at him, and Herenstam gets it and covers. 14 seconds left in the second period. Thank you, Think Otterly. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best. I really don't know a lot of these guys very well. And the numbers, a little hard to forget, a little easy, hard to remember. But I'm getting there. I mean, I will say this with Gavin McKenna. Going from the WHL to the NCAA is an adjustment. Maybe him showing how he is here in the NCAA, maybe he's not as good as he may be. But Stenberg, again, seeing him in this tournament, McKenna does look good. Stenberg looks like an NHLer in this tournament. 5 seconds to go here in this second period. Finns bringing in a huge hit at center ice. And time will tick down as Berglund with a massive hit there on Tuva. And that will do it for the second period. 40 minutes of play in the books. Sweden, off of Eddie Genborg, puts themselves in the lead here. It's 3-2. Heading into a very crucial third period coming up in just a moment. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of the third period momentarily. I will say this too with McKenna. I also do think that going to Penn State was a bit of a mistake. And I say that as somebody who is a Penn State fan. Maybe going to Penn State, that specific college, which was going to go through a down year, comparatively speaking, it may have been a mistake. I don't know, guys. That's kind of what I think when I look at Gavin McKenna. All right, anyway, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back in just a moment, but thank you all so much for your support in this stream. It's been awesome. Yeah, I agree. I think Michigan or Boston would have been better for his development. Penn State, I think as well as that too, was going through a down year. They lost their top goalie. They lost a few of their guys. Yeah, they got Jackson Smith. They got Luke Misa. They're still not as good as they were last year. They lost a lot of their guys. I think that plays a factor in it. But again, that's what I think. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, I have returned. What happened at the end of the second? When he got all fired up. There was a hit at the end of the period. I was surprised when he went to Penn State. I thought he'd go to one of the big schools. Yeah, I mean, Penn State, here's the thing. I think they may have offered him a lot of money to go there, like NIL money or whatever. And I think that's why he probably did go there. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It is what it is. I think it was a good I think going to the NCAA may have been a good decision for him, in my opinion, because that way you're playing a different style of hockey that is more physical. It is much more different than the WHL. And I think that may have been actually a decent decision. Like, if he was just going to go back and score 1,000,000 points, like, yeah, he probably would still be the top prospect just with how the league is just high scoring. The NCAA is way different than the WHL. So I think it may have been a good decision for him to go over there, but I don't know if Penn State was the best option. I also don't know if like it is an adjustment. And again, like, he's been good. He's been pretty much a point per game, but you look at a guy like Stenberg here who's been lighting it up in the World Juniors. I know McKenna's playing well too. And then you also have Keaton Verhoff as well. I don't know. There's a lot more people who are leaning towards Ivar Stenberg being the number 1 overall pick. Certainly didn't benefit his draft stocks. Well, that's true. It did expose flaws in his game. Yeah, I agree. It maybe will give him some time to improve, though, of course. Like, again, like, you know, you show the flaws to your game, you can improve upon those, and maybe that's what's happening here. He can also go and get a degree, I guess you could say. But when you're looking, like, I think he can still be a very good player. Like, I think he can be a very good player. But when you're looking in terms of, you know, first overall pick, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Top prospects for 2026. But again, I've been wrong before about things. We'll see. Does it really matter? No, it really doesn't. Like, I mean, again, well, I mean, Wayne Gretzky is a poor example because he went undrafted. Like, I mean, again, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if he gets picked 3rd overall, that could be good. That could be good for him and his motivation and his overall development, maybe. I think he makes the NHL right away, though. Like, it's crazy talk to say, like, oh, would he go back another year for college? No. But, like, I think that in a way, him going to the NCAA and Penn State could be a good thing. But again, in terms of like draft stock and where he could place, he's really not the lock for 1st overall anymore like he's been the last like 2 years. All right. Just fixing up a commentary clip. Like Hagen to ended up in the Bruins instead of some dreadful team. Yeah. You rather be picked lower and not go to a poorly run franchise. That's also true. Again, like, there's benefits to being picked later. I mean, not all lottery teams are poorly run franchises, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Again, though, like, it's going to be very interesting. Like, regardless of whether you pick first, second, or third, or wherever you pick, like, you're getting a good player. This is a stacked draft. Finland goalie is not doing that good. Yeah, there's been some poor bounces for both sides, so I don't really want to put the full blame on him, but yeah, it doesn't look that great. All right, sorry about that, guys. You got that hockey mullet? Yeah, I know, man. It wasn't always like that. It's gotten a lot longer over the last couple of weeks. You just want to be on? Yeah. Sorry, I'm seeing that comment now. I don't see reviewed comments on my computer. All right. Still here in second intermission, getting ready for the third period. In a moment, boys are arriving in Canada. We are 2 hours from puck drop for that one. That will be at 8:30 Eastern time later tonight. We will be live for that one, of course. All right, let me update the scoring sheet here. Eddie Genborg also with 2 points tonight as well, goal and an assist. Jack Berglund gets a point on the board here too. Sorry about that, guys. Just updating the scoring sheet here really quick. Kuta. All right. Getting ready for the third period in a moment. Sweden with the 1-goal lead through 40 minutes of play. People looked up, so I'm looking at my analytics. Montreal played Dallas today. People looked up my stream from like a couple weeks ago. Huh. All right. Did my short upload? Yep. Who do I think's going to win? Sweden. I think Sweden will win this game. But Finland, they love to keep themselves in it. And I would not be shocked if they somehow find themselves back into this one and they get the win. But again, we'll see. Any prediction on the game tonight? Canada. Canada. But I mean, like, if Czechia wins, I'll actually be a little bit disappointed. Who do I think is going to win the cup? Ooh. Does Canada play tonight too? Yeah, that's at 8:30. 8:30 Eastern time. I'm going to go Colorado. First place team in the league. How did they look second period? Felt like Swedes got lucky. Finns didn't run away with it period one. Yeah, Finland was definitely better in the first period. Finland and Sweden both got a couple lucky bounces tonight. And that's sometimes how these games go. But yeah, Finland did get more shots in that second period, I believe, but Sweden got the only ones that mattered. I think Sweden was a better team for sure. All right, we're almost ready here for the third period in a moment. Nice Phantoms hat. Need a new Royals one. Yeah, only Phantoms hat I have. I meant to wear a different hat tonight. I wore this last night. So I'll fix that here. I got home from work right before I started streaming. I'm going to have like an hour to fix myself up and get ready for the next one. If Canada loses the finals, we'll have 12 people in the stands. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I don't really want to. I really want it to be Canada in the finals. I can't tell you the last time the United States or Canada has not been in the finals, at least in some capacity. It's been like, what, 2018? Since at least one of them hasn't been. So, you better hope one of those teams wins. Okay. It is time for the third period from Grand Casino Arena between Team Sweden and Team Finland. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Ivar Stenberg, Jasper Kutta, and Eddie Genborg, as it is a 3-2 lead for Sweden here heading into the third period. Updating my shots here real quick. 20-15 were the shots through 40 minutes of play. Get one on the January 17th. Yeah, that's in a few weeks, right? Is it the MLK game? All right, both teams come out here onto the ice as we get ready for the start of period number 3. Looking at Ivar Stenberg here, who we mentioned multiple times in this commentary. Again, he has been profiled as one of the top prospects in the draft, and I even said here earlier in this broadcast that he is looking like an NHLer here in this tournament. Just phenomenal skill, great IQ. The shot is wicked. And he's been incredible here tonight for Team Sweden. But they're going to need to be even more incredible here as the third period gets underway. The winner of this period and this game will go to the gold medal game tomorrow. Sweden versus Finland. Third period is underway. Face-off is won by the Swedes. Salim Wallenius will clear that one into the Finland zone. Battling forward in the corner. Nieminen now down low. Vahanen trying to steal that one back. It's cleared down low into the corner by Sweden. Yeah, he's so creative. He's so much fun to watch. Through the zone now. Miettinen now will dump it into the zone. Hemming racing for that puck. It's broken up then by Härenstam. Back on the right side. Sweden trying to play that one ahead. Eriksson holds the puck behind the net. Oh, military appreciation night. Yeah, that'll be a good game for sure. Salim Wallenius holding it behind the Sweden net. Sweden is just 20 minutes away from a gold medal game. Stenberg through the zone now with speed. He goes offsides. And he will just take the offsides. He decides, you know what, let's touch the puck and get an offsides face-off here instead of letting Finland touch the puck. And that was an obvious delayed offsides there for sure. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone. Shots are 20-15. Face-off won by the Finns. At the point, a shot. Saved by Härenstam. On a good chance there from Vasainen. Pass to center then is intercepted. Kept in the zone by Tuva. Bullius over to the Vasainen. Bullius now down low. Pass to center. Puck is tipped and goes into the corner. Bullius now will throw that one behind the net. Puck goes out of play as he tries to do that. Sorry, guys, just editing something here super quick. Face-off now coming in the Sweden zone once again. Off the draw, Finland wins it. They'll bank it off the boards now, back behind the net. Westergaard racing for it. Pick back up then down low. Jokinen intercepted by Sweden, who will get it out to center. Now Finland regroups. Into the zone, Jokinen battling for the puck. Stolen back then down low. Boumediene. Back to Orquist, who will clear all the way back out to center. Finland now handling the puck in their own zone. Valila then back to Jokinen. Chipped ahead then by Kuta. And intercepted by the Swedes. 3-on-2 the other way. Bjork into the zone. Pass over in front. Rippinen makes the save. Now Berglund racing forward here in the corner. At the point, a shot is blocked. And now banked up then for Finland, who will clear out to center. 17:45 remaining here in the third period. Yoki. Thank you, Libby. I appreciate it. Finland regrouping now with the puck. In their own zone, Kivi Haru. Back then down low for Vesterinen. And I will say this, what Sweden needs to do here is, even though you are up, do not take your foot off the gas. You may think that you can just let the Finns come at you and just keep on dumping it and chasing it every single time for yourselves. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you get hemmed in your own zone for too long and it results in the game being tied or you even losing the game. Finland dumps it here into the Sweden zone, now behind the net. Wallenius will try and clear out the center. Bullius will drop it back into the zone. Hemming looks at the point. Miettinen, shot, save, rebound in front, and cleared back down low to the corner. Eklund trying to get it back for Salim Wallenius now, who will backhand it out of the zone, or at least try to, kept in by the Finns. Saralainen feeds it up to the point. Hemming to the right side, fires it, and that one goes out of the zone. Finland needs a goal. Nieminen tied up now, pass to center. Frondell nearly got sent on a 1-0 breakaway. Down low now below the goal line. Frondell to Eklund, shoots it, saved there by Rimpinen. Cleared back now behind the net. Nieminen. Tobelius. Back over then for Minenen. Who will bring it into the zone now. Goes wide. Intercepted. Mienen. Back over then to Valila. Shot saved by Herenstam and covered. And he corralled the rebound there on that opportunity. That's exactly what you want to see. Yep, score still 3-2. And some good opportunities here for both sides. Again, the Finns have been putting on a lot of the pressure. And again, as I said, that may seem like, Sweden just playing this defensive game the whole time. It doesn't always work out that way. In fact, it almost never works out that way. Their goaltender's been phenomenal. Valila shoots it wide, kept in though by the Finns. Sarolainen up to the point, intercepted there by Sweden, who will clear it all the way back into the Finland zone. Oops, I apologize. I forgot to change this. And we got an icing here against Sweden with 15:37 to go. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to change it to third period. That's my fault. Go Finland. Face-off coming here in the Sweden zone. Bjork now versus Ruhonen. Ruhonen wins the draw. At the point, Valila keeps it in, shoots it, and it's blocked. Valila down the right side, feeds it back down low, trying to get a pass back, and stolen back then by the Swedes. Here's Carroll with speed through the zone. Felix Carroll to Viggo Bjork. Right side, Sweden takes it in, shot gloved by Rippinen. And a huge save there by Batera Rippinen, who has not faced a ton of action over these last couple of minutes. Shots are 22-16 in favor of the Swedes. And a big chance there for Eddie Genborg. Canada plays Czechia tonight. That's at 8:30 Eastern Time. We will be live for that game. But Canada plays Czechia tonight. Face-off here in the Finland zone. Swedes looking to advance their lead. Selin shoots it, saved by Rimmon, and rebounds in front. And they tried to poke that one through. Now Finland steals it down low in their own zone. Jokinen down the right side, off the boards. Now Finland will clear that one into the zone. Herenstam out of his net to play it. Will shoot that one all the way back into the Finland zone, and that'll be an icing against Sweden. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would very much so greatly appreciate it. This has been an awesome stream. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's broken some records here in terms of my watch of Nordic streams prior. Face-off won by Finland. At the point. Shot there is blocked in front from the Finnish defender. Down low in the corner now, Berglund battling for the puck. Finland trying to get it free in the corner there, battling forward is Kuta. Berglund. Puck finally comes free. Kuta feeds a pass in front. Nobody's there. Here come the Swedes the other way. With speed, it's Krantz. Down the right side. Shoots it on Rippinen. Glove save. And he will cover and run some more seconds off the clock. As we get some pushing and shoving there in front. Of course, we knew that the two sides would go at it here, as they have been numerous times in this tournament. 14:24 left to go in the third period. Shots are 22-19. And the Swedes are starting to catch up here with the Finns in terms of the shooting department. All right. Face-off coming here once again outside of the Finland zone. Again, we are playing by the IIHF rulebook, so if you fight, you're out. Suvanto now faces off against Gastrin. Face-off won by the Swedes. They take it into the zone. Shot there on Rippin and denied. Behind the net, Finland with the puck. Swedes trying to take it now down low in the corner. Miettinen to Kiviharu. Sweden trying to be aggressive here in their own zone. 14 minutes to go in the third period. Miettinen played up then for Yoki, who falls down to the ground. In the corner, Gastrin battling for it now. Picked up down low behind the net. Suvanto feeds it up to the point. Miettinen over to Bullius. Bullius back up to the point. The end to Bullius, a shot. Save. Rebounds in front. And the net was open, but they cannot get a shot on. Suvanto pass in front. And Yoki shoots it wide. Bjork will try and clear out the center. It's kept in, though, by Finland. Sweden gets it back out to center. Here come the Finns the other way. Into the zone. Miettinen pass to center is broken up. And thrown back up to the point. Sweden trying to break it out the other way. Eriksson to center. Eklund kind of loses an edge there. Gets it back into the Finland zone. Ripping it out of his net to play the puck. Stolen back then by Nieminen. 13 minutes to go in the third period. Shots are 23-21. And Sweden has the 1-goal lead. Down low behind the net, Finland keeps it in the zone. Velila shot off the pad of Härenstam and now cleared out to center, or at least they try to. Velila down low. Back over then for Savarinen to the point. Shot is fanned upon. And Sweden will clear. They're holding a tight house, keeping a lot of Finland's opportunities to the outside. If you're going to beat Härenstam, you're going to have to beat him from the outside because Sweden's not allowing a lot of that. Whistle is blown here for a puck going out of play, and we will head to commercial break for the first time in this third period. The 50th World Junior here in the third period. 3-2 Sweden. Let's take a second to reflect on how these teams got here. Finland defeated the United States in the quarterfinals. Sweden defeated Latvia. In the first period, Linus Eriksson scored less than a minute in. And Ate Yoki tied the game up with 4 minutes to go in the first period. Second period, Stenberg scored a minute 20 in. Followed by Kuta scoring just under a minute later. And then Eddie Genborg getting the go-ahead goal with about 6 minutes to go in the second period, and since then it's been scoreless. Again, the winner will play in the gold medal game tomorrow. The loser will play in the bronze game, which we will be live for both those games tomorrow. So subscribe down below if you're new. And you enjoy the commentary so far because there will be plenty more of it. We will also be live later on this week for some NHL commentary. Sharks versus Kings on Wednesday, most likely. Followed by Red Wings, Canucks, and Blue Jackets, Golden Knights. Is going to be our schedule here for the NHL commentaries. $12:25 to go in the third period. Face-off here in the Sweden zone. Bjork versus Ruhonen. Face-off won by Sweden. Behind the net now, Stenberg. Gets knocked down to the ground by Ruhonen. Pass in front. And he shoots it out of play. And that was a massive opportunity. I think the puck went off of the mask of Love Härenstam. Anything you got to do to keep that puck out. That's got to be your mentality. And a nice play there by Ruhonen. Face off again here in the Sweden zone. Shots are 24-21 in favor of the Finns. Face off won by Finland. Down low in the corner now, trying to move that puck around is Saralainen. who will try and bang it out the center. Finland with the puck, forced out. They'll regroup. Jokinen coming back here in his zone as Bjork is giving him plenty of pressure. Finland down the right side through the zone now. Behind the net is Tuva, who will battle for it here in the corner. Stolen back then by the Swedes. On the right side, Genborg trying to poke to center. Stolen back then by Finland down low in the corner. 11.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Celine Wallenius will attempt to bank that one out. Kept in then by Saralainen. Back up to the point. Tuva looks. Sweden trying to poke check that one away. They'll get it out successfully, but they take a penalty. It's Ivar Stenberg who is going to go to the box for tripping. And a massive opportunity for Finland, who will head to the power play with 11:19 to go in the third period, down by 1 in the World Junior semifinals. The first penalty taken here since the beginning of the second period. And this is a massive opportunity for Finland. You really can't chalk this up any other way. Finland's got to score here. Face-off won by Finland. They're 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Saralainen to Bulius. Bulius now at the point. Over a shot. Goes wide of Herenstam. Back over then to Vasainen. Down low. Vasainen now looks for options. Back up to center. A shot. And it goes away again. Von Hanen up in front. Bulius. Kuta to Bulius. Back to Kuta. Kuta over then down low for Vahainen. Thrown back up to the point. Bulius to Vahanen. Vahani. Thrown back up to the point. Bulius. Finland moving the puck. Sweden keeping them into the outside. Bulius at the point. Kuta. Down low, looks, pass in front, deflected back behind the net, and cleared by Sweden. Halfway through the Finland power play, 10:18 left to go in the third period. We are in crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Finland through the zone now, Ruhonen. Into the zone, pass back, Hemming a shot, it goes wide, and all the way back out to center. Kiviharu will regroup now in the Finland zone. 35 seconds to go. Ruhonen to the right side, then to Suvanto. Intercepted then. Finland keeps it in the zone. Skating it around then and trying to handle the puck is Tuva. Hemming in. Shot saved by Herenstam. And cleared out of play by Sweden. Oh, there is a slash to the leg on Salim Wallenius by Tuva. And Wallenius is down on the ground. And he is hurting. I think there might be a penalty here coming against Tuva. That is a play after the whistle that you do not want to make. But it's not that surprising because, again, you see it with younger players a lot where they lack that discipline. And there's a prime example there. That will be a penalty. So that will do it for Finland's power play. We'll see some 4-on-4 briefly, followed by a Sweden power play that could put the game away. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream. It helps out with bringing more people into the commentary. So we'll get some 4-on-4 action here, followed by a Sweden power play briefly. 9:34 left to go in the third period. Shots are 26-21. 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. Face-off in the Finland zone is won by the Swedes. Bjork will come out of his zone now to regroup. Freeze drops it back. 4-on-4 here for 5 more seconds. Frey into the zone. Back to Berglund. Sweden power play begins. Sweden's 0 for 1 tonight. No shots on the power play. Here's Frondell. A shot saved by Rippinen. Rebound is there. And Rippinen eventually covers. And we get some pushing and shoving here now as these two teams obviously love to get into it with each other, of course. And there's another prime example of that. A minute 34 to go here in the third period. We're going to get another penalty? Is this another example of things happening after the whistle? It's against Sweden, it looks like. And it may have been on Stenberg. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. And yeah, another penalty here coming up. It's against the Swedes. So we correspond the previous penalty with another penalty, and that will do it for the Sweden power play. Now we'll get some 4-on-4. And I'm not sure what the penalty was there. That's very interesting. Oh, is it another penalty for Finland? I really can't tell what's going on here. The commentators really aren't saying anything either. All right, still a power play for Sweden, I apologize. So they just took those two and put them in the box for 2. It will not count for anything, though. I apologize. A minute 34 left to go here in the third period. Face-off in the Finland zone, won by the Finns. They will clear that one all the way back into the Sweden zone. Now Frij will regroup here in his own end. Alphon Frij, a Winnipeg Jets prospect. Puck gets banked down low now into the Winnipeg zone. Cleared around then and back up to the point. Frey. Back over then for Frondell. Frondell. Bjork. Holds the puck now at the right circle. We'll look for options here now. Feeds it back up to the point. Fry to Frondell. Frondell to Fry. Bjork past the center. Intercepted by the Finns. Swede gets it back at the point. Fry looks. Frondell will hold the puck. To Frey. Drops it back. Frondell at the circle. Back to Frey at the point. Shoots it. And it deflected wide. Down low now behind the net. Berglund to Frondell. A shot saved by Rippinen. And no rebound there. It really is fun to watch Sweden just cycle here on the power play. It's a little bit nerve-wracking here too when you're in a one-goal game. Phenomenal game so far. Absolutely phenomenal. Sweden is going to call a timeout here. 27 seconds to go on their power play. They're going to call timeout to maybe discuss a play. And a massive opportunity here for Sweden. If they do get a second goal and they make this a 4-2 game, I hate to say it, but I think this game's over then. I do not see Finland coming back from a 2-goal deficit. In a game like this, I just can't see it. "27 seconds to go on the Sweden power play. 8 minutes left in the game. A power play goal could put this one away with 8 to go. Face-off in the Finland zone. Berglund will take the draw. The ref will push him out of the circle. Berglund looks now. He'll come back in. Face-off. Won here by Sweden. At the point, Fry. Down low, Frondell. Past the center. Deflected in the air and goes out of play. Oh, my goodness. 20 seconds to go now on the power play. Face off here again. Berglund versus Suvanto. Face off won by the Finns. Battling forward in the corner. Frondell now to the point. Fry to Bjork. 10 seconds left on the power play. Picked back up then by Eklund in front. Frondell, a shot blocked at the point now. Fry over. Bjork denied. Rebounds there in the crease. It goes wide. That will do it here for the Sweden power play. Now Berglund picks it up now. We're back to 5v5. Jack Berglund. 7:20 to go. Boumediene to Berglund. Throw down low then to Fry. Frondell trying to clear that one around. Finns are exhausted. They will hold it here against the boards. Puck finally comes free. Tuva will drop it back, and now Kivihara will give his team a chance to regroup. 7 minutes to go in the third period. Finland needs a goal. Breaking it down the other way, Vesterainen behind the net. Stolen back then by stolen back by Sweden. Here with speed. Into the zone is Pettersson. He gets broken off then down low in the corner. Now Genborg will battle for that puck. Down low behind the net. Turnover there in front. And nothing comes of it. Here's Jokinen. Broken up then by Sweden. Down low now in the corner. Sweden gets it behind the net. Genborg feeds it up to the point. Shot gloved by Rimpinen through traffic, who has had to make some great saves here tonight. And we will go to commercial break. 6:20 left to go in the third period. Sweden holding on to that 3-2 lead here in the semifinals. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new, of course. Gained a couple subscribers tonight. Thank you all so much for that. This is by far our most popular stream in Watch with Nordic History. So thank you guys so much for that. It's an intense one here, guys. All right, back here in Grand Casino Arena as Sweden has a 3-2 lead on Finland here in the World Junior semifinals. Some huge chances here for Sweden to make it a 2-goal game. Some chances for Finland to tie the game. But so far in this third period, we are scoreless. And now we ask ourselves the question, will that stay the same for the final 6:20 of this third period? Shots are 26-23. Still to come tonight, Canada and Czechia here on this YouTube channel. Subscribe if you're new. You won't miss that one. Face off here in the Finland zone. It's won by the Finns. They'll break it out the other way, trying to poke that one to center. Stolen back. And Valila will regroup here in the Finland zone. Kiviharu. Rohonen. Right side then pass to center. Finland could not connect that play. At the point, Valila shoots it. Save a run. Rebound. They score! Saralainen! We're tied at 3. Less than 6 minutes to go. And folks, we are not done yet. The Finns have tied it. Juna Saralainen has tied the game for Finland. And it comes off of a rebound that Härenstam gives up from a shot from the point by Arttu Valila. And we have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. in the World Junior semifinals. A huge late goal for Finland to tie the game here in the World Junior semifinals. And now we head into crunch time. Who's going to be the winner of this one? Salim Elenius at the point. Orquist battling for that puck. Stolen back then by the Finns. Here they come the other way. Through the zone. Verolainen down the other way. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Saarelainen's 4th goal of the tournament from Ruhonen and Valina. Finland will come back into their own zone here and icing against Sweden. And a massive goal there by Finland ties the game at 3. With less than 6 minutes to go in the 3rd period. And the excitement is here in Finland for sure. Face-off in the Sweden zone. Saarelainen, 5th round pick by Tampa Bay back in 2024. Behind the net, Sweden trying to move the puck. Finland takes it back. Saarelainen intercepted then by the Swedes. Behind the net now, Orquist will look for the puck. Felix Orquist back over then for Sasha Boumediene, who was a Jets prospect. Sweden now moves it through the zone. Orquist dumps it into the Finland end. Back around now behind the net. Stolen back then by Valila. Will bank it out to center. Yoki intercepted. Savanto moves in. Backhand. Could not get the shot on. Down low in the corner. Berglund trying to clear. Kept in then on the right side then by Krantz. And Sweden throws it past to Berglund, who nearly got sent on a 1-0 breakaway. And it's intercepted then by Jokinen. Jokinen holds the puck. 4:18 left to go in the 3rd period. Joona Saarelainen has tied the game for the Finns. Into the zone to center. Ruhonen nearly got a chance there. It was lifted with his stick. Banked back up to the point. Shot denied by Herenstam. Cleared back now behind the net. Boumediene to the right side. Down low now in the corner. Battling for that puck is Saarelainen. Ruhonen. Behind the net. Pass to center. Is broken up. Ivar Stenberg. A goal and an assist tonight. Feeds a pass up. Battling for it here now in front of the Finland bench. Saarelainen trying to break that puck free as it's under Genborg's skate, who's being tied up by Pipparainen. Still trying to get the puck free. Pipparainen holding that one ahead. Finland gets it back. Cleared back into the Sweden zone. 3:10 left to go in the 3rd period. Anton Frondell will drop it back for Carroll. Carroll to Eklund. Eklund moves into the zone. Shoots it. Fans on the puck. Fires a second attempt wide. Heading into crunch time. Less than 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. Shots are 26-25. It's been an even game here for the most part. Finland dumps it into the zone. Herenstam comes out of his net to play the puck. Cleared around to the right side. Finland will throw it back into their own zone. The Finns will regroup. Pass out to center. Jokinen drops it back. Jokinen now moves it through the zone. He will dump that one into the Sweden end. Herenstam out of his net to play the puck. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Battling forward here in the corner is Berglund. Finally, the puck does come free back out to center. Finland gets it back. Miettinen. Down low then with the puck now holding it is the likes of Väsänen. Kiviharu behind the Finland net. A minute 40 to go here in Minnesota. Vestergaard trying to bring that one through the zone, intercepted there by Carroll. Felix Carroll trying to move it around, intercepted by the Finns on the right side. Battling for that puck then, trying to jab at that. Is preparing a shot, saved by Härenstam. Rebounds there. It comes away, kept in by Vähäinen, blocked. Sweden takes it back now the other way. Bjork through the zone. Deking in then on the right side is Stenberg, who gets knocked down low to the corner. Approaching the last minute of play in regulation. Kiviharu will dump that one into the Sweden zone. Around now behind the net, Boumediene gets it back off the boards. Orquist to Eklund. Eklund tried to deke around, stolen back then by the Finns. Felix Orquist. Over then for Eriksson, who gets a shot on denied. Last 40 seconds of play. 30 seconds to go. Finland holds it here in their own end. It's Väisänen with 20 seconds left. Time will tick down. Down low now as Valila will take it behind his own net. Now 10 seconds left. And in this World Junior semifinal, we are going to get some extra hockey. Overtime from Grand Casino Arena here in the World Junior semifinals. As it is a 3-3 score at the end of regulation. And we'll be right back here in just a moment. Not sure if there will be an intermission. Or something here in just a moment. But this has been a phenomenal game here from Sweden. And we're going to get overtime. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. And we will be getting overtime here in just a moment. Overtime, I believe, will be a 10-minute long overtime period followed by a shootout. I can't exactly remember because I know the IIHF rules are different when it comes to the overtime here in the World Juniors. I know in the gold medal games, it will go to just overtime continuously. I'm not 100% sure if it will be that here in this one. I could be wrong, but again, we will see in just a moment, of course. I kind of figured this would go to overtime. Did anybody figure it would go to OT? Anybody think the same as me? All right, we're in commercial break here. I'm not sure. Again, I really don't know how long this is going to take till we get back here to overtime. Showing the priority draw for the World Junior Championship next year in Red Deer. And the ice crews are out there cleaning the ice as we get ready for overtime here in just a moment. Overtime goal predictions. Ivar Stenberg. That's what I think. All right, 10 minutes followed by a shootout. So we'll get 10-minute overtime here, followed by a shootout. It'd be a darn shame if it goes to a shootout. Overtime predictions. Ivar Stenberg for Sweden. Emil Hemming for Finland are my picks. Jonas Saarolainen got the tying goal with less than 6 minutes to play here in this third period. And we look ahead to overtime here now. Whoever wins this game will go and clinch gold. Or go try to clinch gold. Here we go. We will see how long it takes. 10 minutes followed by a shootout. And the intensifying this is here. Will Sweden go back for a second? Will Finland go back for a second straight year? Or will Sweden return for the second time in 3 years to the World Junior Gold Medal game? Here we go. Overtime. 3-on-3. And we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Swedes. They will come back and regroup in their own zone. Celine Wallenius will hold it here for Sweden. It is all about possession in these overtime games, so be prepared for a lot of possession time and teams just holding the puck, looking for the right opportunity. Ivar Stenberg moves it down the right side. Stenberg to center. Stenberg waits. Viggo Bjork will enter the ice. Yes, overtime now. Into the zone now. Stenberg drops back, shoots it, saved by Rimpinen. Now on the right side here now, holding the puck is Miettinen, who holds one of the A's here for Finland. Now on comes Arttu Viala, who scored the overtime winner in the quarterfinals. Finland through the zone. They'll drop it back in their own end. Velila now with the puck. Forward then to Sarolainen. Sarolainen moves into the zone. Back over then Ruhonen. Waits. Will take it around now by that. Pass in front. Save, and it goes wide. Down low in the corner. Finland with the puck. Ruhonen will wait and goes back to center. What's up, Vince? Yeah, been a while, man. Good evening. Good to see you, bro. 8:15 left to go here in the overtime. Finland has it in their own zone. Emil Hemming now down the right side. Circles back. Looks. Moves in. Hemming over. And Miettinen could not get that pass in time. Viggo Bjork will hold the puck here for Sweden. They need a change. Bjork moves it all alone to center. Saved by Rimpinen. Pass back. Over in front. And too many passing plays. They should have shot it. Savanto intercepted by Bjork. Bjork looks up to the point. And a shot there by Orquist is denied by Rimpinen. Off of a massive chance there for Team Sweden. But nothing comes of it. It's been one of those games, guys. One of those intensifying games. Sarolainen with a good chance there on Herenstam. Face-off coming here in the Finland zone. 7:30 left to go in the overtime. Eriksson now facing off here against Miettinen. Face-off now is won by the Finns. They'll play it back down in their own end here, try and get some time to regroup. Miettinen moves it down the right side. 2-on-2 now the other way. Miettinen into the zone. Dekes around, trying to move it around behind the net. Gets tied up. He'll throw it all the way back into the Finland zone now, and Väisänen will hold the puck. He's being trailed by Eklund. Behind the net, Eklund steals the puck back. Down low now behind the net, fed up to the point. And nobody is there. Puck will go all the way back into the Sweden zone. Bjork drops it back. Through the zone, Frondell. Back to Bjork. Sweden taking their time. As expected, Bjork rushes in with some room. Shoots it wide on Rimpinen. Here's Sarolainen now, comes the other way. 2-on-1. Sarolainen into the zone with Ruhonen. Sarolainen dekes back. Ruhonen waits, can't get the shot on. Good defense by Sweden. Velila will circle back around. 6:20 to go. Moves to center. Waits. Will hold it back up at the point. Comes back out of the zone here for the Finns. Valila moves the puck. 6 minutes to go in the overtime. He doesn't like his options, so he drops it back to the Finland zone. Rippinen will play it behind the Finnish net now for Jokinen. Mitsa Jokinen brings it into the zone. Deeks around. Puck slides in on Härenstam. He makes the save. Now down low behind the net. Behind the net now Westergaard throws it in front. Nobody is there. And puck goes out to center. Finland will take it back. 5.5 minutes to go here in overtime. Oliver Savanto will drop it back. Here's the captain, Aaron Kiviharu. Through the zone now, down the right side. Pass in front. Save by Härenstam. Rebounds in front. It's tucked in as diving in front is Orquist, who will throw that rebound in front of Härenstam and says, no, I'm not letting that puck get past me. And that's definitely sportsmanship right there, throwing yourself in front of that puck. Huge opportunities here for both sides. It's been one of those games. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We just passed 6,000 views on this stream. Thank you all so much. Face-off, won by the Finns. Kiviharu to Ruhonen, who will be forced to come out of the zone and regroup. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the overtime. Ruhonen behind the net will carry the puck back. Back to Kiviharu. 4:45 left to go in the overtime. Savanto through the zone. Poke checked away. Eklund. Back over them for Boumediene. Boumediene to Eklund. Eklund 2-on-1. And it's offsides. I was wondering, why did they just stop playing all of a sudden? Shots are 33-30 here in favor of Finland, who has played awesome here tonight. Both sides have played incredible. This has been a phenomenal game, top to bottom. And a close offsides call there by the official. It is offsides, but a very close one. Had that gone a certain way, who knows? This game could be over. Through the zone now. Valila now will drop the puck back. Rimpinen out of his net to play it. Moves it around. Turns it over. But Finland takes it right back. Sweden. Back then for Stenberg. Stenberg to center. Here's Bjork on the breakaway. Saved by Rimpinen. What a stop by Petteri Rimpinen. And he keeps this alive for Finland. 4 minutes to go here in the overtime. 2-on-2. Salim Eleni as Deeks shoots it. Saved by Rimpinen. Rebound is there. And cleared back now behind the net. Finland gets it back in the corner. Stenberg trying to jab at that puck now. Goes back behind the net for Hemming. Emil Hemming will give it up then for Michka Jokinen. 3:30 left to go. Jokinen through center. Will mold it across and drop it back. 3:20 left to go here in overtime. Through the zone now, Savanto. Oliver Savanto into the zone. Waits. Deeks around now through center. Pass to Kiviharu. A shot. He fans on it. And it goes back down low. Behind the net. Sweden trying to play the puck. It's William Eklund. Swedes need a change here. They will bring it back into their own zone and hold on. Boumediene drops it back. Stenberg moves into the zone. Over then Bjork. Pass over. And they cannot battle for that puck. Ruhonen to Valila. 2:30 to go. Pass in front. And Ruhonen could not get that puck. Pass over in front. Here's Bjork on the breakaway. Saved by Rimpinen. It stays out. What a stop. Unbelievable. The second opportunity for Viggo Bjork is denied by Rimpinen. What a stop. Here it comes to the zone now. It's Miettinen. Slides in on Härenstam. He makes the save. And we got a penalty. It's against Sweden. 2:03 left to go in overtime. And Finland will head to the power play. Holy crap. This power play will carry over into, will carry through the rest of this overtime essentially. As there's only 2:03 left to go. It's a 2-minute double. It's a 2-minute minor. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game so far. Unbelievable sequence. And Finland is going to go to the power play. And just heard from the broadcast, the Finns beat the Swedes last year in overtime off of a power play goal. So things could get very interesting here. Wow. All right. Massive opportunity for Finland here. If they somehow don't win this game, we're going to look back at this as one of the most wasted power plays and one of the wasted opportunities in recent World Junior memory. Shots are 35-33. It's a 4-on-3. Face-off in the Sweden zone. Won by the Finns. Not now, Mouse. Kiviharu holds the puck to Hemming. Hemming to Kiviharu. Kiviharu waits. Pass down low, Savanto. Kiviharu to Savanto. Up at the point. Savanto to Hemming, a shot saved by Härenstam. As it goes into his chest. 1:39 to go in overtime. My heart right now. Good Lord. Emil Hemming, a nice 1-T shot there. Face off. Won by the Finns once again. Hemming. At the point, Kiviharu back to Hemming. Kiviharu looks. Down low, Vannanen. Kiviharu to Vannanen. Back to Kiviharu. To Vannanen. At the goal line, Kiviharu shoots it. Glove by Härenstam. What a stop. Hello from Finland. We win these. We'll see, man. Welcome to the stream, brother. Subscribe down below if you're new. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight. This isn't even the last game we have. We still have another one after this. Holy smokes. $1:16 to go here on the power play. 1:18 to go in the overtime. Hemming picks up the puck. Kiviharu. Vannanen to Kiviharu. Vannanen to Kiviharu. To Vannanen now at the goal line. Kiviharu and Vannanen will cycle. And they'll move the puck around. Vannanen, Kiviharu to Hemming. Hemming looks. Doesn't have that much room. Kiviharu to Vannanen. Poke checked away. Kept in though by the Finns. Kiviharu to Hemming. As he kicks it with his skate. Last minute of play in the overtime. Vannanen to Kiviharu. A shot. Goes up in the air and out of play. Love Herenstam's in net for Sweden. 34 seconds left. Whew. Tied 3-3. The overtime runs out. We go to a shootout, which would be a kind of a disappointment, I'm not going to lie. Face off. And a scramble draw is blown dead. And they'll put time up on the clock here. 33.3 remaining. 30 seconds left on the Finnish power play. Shots are 37-33 in favor of the Finns. Face-off is won by the Finns. Broken stick, though. It'll go back and get a stick. Finns have the puck. Swede battling for it now at the point. Kiviharu to the right side. Vahainen to Hemming. Hemming waits 15 seconds. Kiviharu. Vahainen to Hemming. What a block by Berglund. Hemming keeps it. 10 seconds left. Kiviharu at the point, waiting. Hemming cycling the puck. Sweden steals it back. They'll backhand it away. Penalty is over. Overtime is over. And we are going to a shootout in the semifinals. Good Lord. And we are going to head to a shootout here, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal PK by the Swedes. I mean, phenomenal. And they keep their hopes alive. Now we head to a shootout here. It'll be a 3-round shootout, of course. More if needed. Thank you, Vince. I appreciate that. And now we will see who will get the shootout win here. First shootout in Watch with Nordic that is not an NHL-related team. All right. Showing off the goals and how we got here. Nearly 3 hours ago, Linus Eriksson scored, and Ate Yoki in the first period. Second period, Stenberg, Kuta, and Genborg. In the third period, Saralainen scored to tie it. Is it who wins in the shootout goes to the final? Yep. Which is a little bit disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. And they will flip a coin to see who will go first in the shootout. All right. And they will flip the coin. And it rolls tails. Finland will choose to shoot first. And Team Sweden will shoot first. Finland got to choose who shoots first. And Sweden will get the honors here to shoot first. All right, shootout time here in Grand Casino Arena. Rippinen and Herenstam will take their nets respectively. Both played phenomenal tonight. And it's a 5-round shootout, so I'm sorry if I made an error there. And ice crews are still cleaning up the ice here, so it'll take a little bit. This is the 5th shootout this season in a live commentary stream. Trying to get every last bit of snow away here from the net, of course. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And in just about an hour from now, we will be going live for Canada versus Czechia in that World Junior commentary later on tonight. So if you are new, subscribe down below. This has been an absolutely insane stream. Absolutely bonkers. All right, first shooter for Sweden. And a little bit of a longer wait here. Looks like they're changing the nets or something. Something is being changed. And they're just going to fix up the nets here really quick. So this is just taking a little bit here, but we'll be live tonight for Canada versus Czechia at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. However long that takes us to get there. And now they're having the Zamboni come out. So we may have a delayed start time here for Czechia and Canada. So we may start a little bit later tonight due to this. Because, again, they have an hour to prepare for the next game, which is here. If I'm correct, it is here in Grand Casino Arena. Just checking to see if that is correct really quick. Yeah, it is here in Grand Casino Arena. So, again, that definitely is interesting. Showing off the next 5 World Junior tournaments. Next year's in Red Deer. The 2028's in Finland. 2029 is in Quebec City. 2030 is in Czechia. 2031 is in the United States. And 2032 is back in Canada. And they're sending the net back out. Very interesting sequence here. I'm really not sure what's happening. They're bringing the Zamboni out right now to fix the nets, and it's taking a little bit. So sorry about the wait here, guys. Wasn't really expecting this, to be honest with you. So we'll be live tomorrow for the gold medal game and the bronze medal game as well. So whoever loses in this one and loses in Canada, Czechia, we will commentate them tomorrow in the shootout. All right. All right, still a delayed start here. They're still zamming the rank. It's going to take some time. All right, here we go. I think we're ready to go now officially. Rippinen will go into his net. And first up to shoot for Sweden is Viggo Bjork. All right, so we will reset the shoot clocks here. It's a 5-round shootout. The winner will go to the gold medal game. Bjork picks up the puck. Skates down the left side. Will move to center. Save by Rimpinen. And the first shot is denied. Fifth attempt is denied there as well. Again, Bjork had like 5 breakaways in overtime and could not finish. And he is denied by Sweden. Up first to shoot then is Tuva. Skates down the right side. Slows down here on Härenstam. Moves it. Shoots it. Save by Härenstam. And after round 1, 0-0. So again, best of 5. First to whoever has the most goals after that many rounds will win and go to the gold medal game. Up next to shoot now Frondell, who has some creative moves. Moves into center. And saved by Rimpinen. What a playmaker there in Frondell. I'm just appalled. Wow. Great movement there with the puck. Who tried to go a little forehand, backhand movement there on, or I guess backhand, forehand on Rimpinen, who let out his pad. Bottom of the second. Veninen into the zone. Backhand scores! Finland is on the board. Von Hanen with the puck. And a quick little flick of the wrist there to get Love Härenstam down. And the Finns lead 1-0. That was a nice deke. Here into the zone now is Stenberg. Fumbles the puck. Oh, no. And the Finns still lead here in the shootout. Here's Emil Hemming. Hemming, a chance to make it 2-0. Hemming moves in. Backhand! Hit the goalpost. You heard the clunk. No problem, Julia. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh, brother. Hemming goes off the goalpost. And now up to shoot is Victor Eklund. A massive opportunity here. Eklund down the left side. Comes to center. Save by Rimpinen, who stands tall again. And a chance to win it here now for Jesper Kuta, who won it in the quarterfinals for the USA. Comes in, saved by Härenstam. And the Swedes are still alive. Now up to shoot next is Jack Berglund. Berglund, a must score to extend the shootout. If not, Finland goes to gold. Berglund down the left side to center. Moves in. He scores! Jack Berglund keeps Sweden alive. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jack Berglund in round 5 of the shootout. It was a must score. And Sweden stays alive. Now next to shoot for the Finns is Miettinen. Saved by Härenstam. And we will head to round 6. This game will not end. Up next to shoot now. Frondell is back up. And they will send a Finnish player here up first, actually. Vahanen We'll come up to shoot now for Finland. Matthias Vanhanen, who scored earlier in the shootout. Down the left side, moves to center. Saved by Härenstam. And now Sweden with a chance to win it. A massive, massive save. And now Anton Frondell with gold on his stick. Frondell moves in. No goal. Off the post. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Good Lord. Off the post. Anton Frondell. He had Rimpinen beat, but not the goalpost. Into the zone now is Hemming, who fumbles the puck. Oh my gosh. Emil Hemming fumbled the puck. He didn't even get a shot on. Oh, you're going to look at that down the road if Sweden wins. Oh, good Lord. That is tough. All right. Berglund. A chance to win it here again. Berglund moves in. Saved by Rimpinen. What a game. And we go to round 8. Round 8 of the shootout here in the semifinals. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. And the Finns go back to Vanhanen. Vanhanen moves down the right side. Saved by Härenstam. And now Sweden at the bottom of the 8th with another chance to win it. This game has been unbelievable. Like, bar none, this is one of the craziest games I've commentated. Here we go. Up next, Frondell for the 3rd time. Frondell moves in. He scores! Sweden will go to the gold medal game. Anton Frondell. He put it through the 5-hole of Petteri Rimpinen. And Anton Frondell sends Sweden to the gold medal game. And they will take on one of Canada or Czechia tomorrow. Wow. You got to appreciate. Wow. What a game. What a shootout. What a sequence. Holy crap. That was absolutely phenomenal. Oh, my Lord. I am appalled right now, guys. Thank you all so much for your support. This was an incredible live stream. We'll be live in about an hour or so for Canada versus Czechia. And the winner of that game will play Sweden in the gold medal game tomorrow. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We'll be live in about an hour or so for game number 2. And we will see you guys in the next stream.